Hi everyone, my name is Ahmed Al Hilal, and today I am going to talk about biofuel. Specifically, what are the challenges to produce biofuel? First of all, what does biofuel mean? Biofuel is fuel derived from biomass. So what does mean biomass? Biomass is defined as organic matter, specifically plant, sugar, corn, which can be converted to fuel. This picture explains for us the process in order to produce biofuel. At the beginning, we have renewable resource, which will convert to feedstock, which will be used in order to produce biofuel, which will be transferred by truck to the gas station, for example, to use it as a fuel for the car. But also this picture shows us some challenge is faced by biofuel production processing. For example, tell us how we use food in order to produce biofuel while there are a lot of people struggle or in need for food. From this point, I'm going to start to explain or present some challenge is faced in order to produce biofuel. In order to produce biofuel, you must use something called feedstock, which is biomass, and biomass usually includes some organic matter, which is considered to be food for a human, like sugar. For this reason, a lot of people refuse to use food as feedstock to produce biofuel, while there are a lot of people in need for food. Second, use food as feedstock bring another issue because the price of food usually will be something expensive, which make biofuel expensive. The second issue to produce biofuel is biomass harvesting. In order to collect biomass, you must use some type of machine, and this machine will be different depend on the type of biomass which you want to collect it. So maybe you want to buy expensive machine or a cheap machine, and this lead to increase the price of the biofuel. The third issue to produce biofuel is biomass yield. The cost of biomass is accounting for around 1/3 of the cost of producing biofuel. For example, from this table, we can see this. In order to produce only 3.1 dry ton of biofuel, we want to use 1 acre of the corn. And this is a lot and is so expensive in order to produce only 3.1 ton of biofuel. The fourth challenge in order to produce biofuel is biomass supply chain and logistics. Biomass supply chain and logistics lead to an increase the price of production of the biofuel for several reasons. For example, the low density of biomass is known to occupy more volume and need more truck to transfer or transport the biomass from one place to another place. And in order to store the biomass, it is required to store in specific temperature degree, depend on the type of biomass. So all these lead to increase the price of biofuel. Finally, thank you for your listening, and here is my reference.